Hi, my name is Jeff. I'm out here in my backyard. I got a John Deere LA145. It's been a good tractor. John Deere makes a good tractor. Having trouble lately starting it. Okay, so thought it was a fuel issue. Which it was. There was some dirt in the fuel. Okay, so we fixed that. Put some fresh fuel in it. Made sure the plunger was down. Pushed in the brake, turned the key, crank, nothing happened, okay? So what I did was I took that off there, the line off, blew into it. Yes, I got a mouthful of gasoline, spit it out, cleaned it out, and lo and behold, yeah, it worked. So we're dealing with a dirt issue, okay? So there's the fuel line there. It comes all the way up here and through the filter, up here, into the pump, that's the little pump there, and then into the engine. Okay, so I took that line off, and then I thought, well, I'm going to take this off. So I took that off and cranked it, and yes, there was compression in there. You could feel it blowing out. So I put it back on, away it went. Okay, so there's your battery. It could be your battery, but make sure they're hooked up right. Way down in there, you'll see that switch there, that plug-in. That could be loose, it could be out, which in turn won't let this work. You can put your finger in there and hold the little button in if you want to start it without sitting on the seat. Also, there's a fuse right there. That fuse could be gone, which is your starter fuse, for lack of a better name. So anyways, I had to get a battery out of the garage. I'm a truck driver, had to get the battery out with cables to fix it. And also I learned on other YouTube that if your oil level is low, that could stop it from starting too. So just some things that I can add to the starting system of a John Deere if you're having trouble. But that's, I listened to all the other ones, and it came down to this here, the fuel pump, and it was plugged. So I took that off, took the lines off, kind of blew it out until fuel started flowing through it. And when fuel started flowing through it, bang, away it went. So it's easy to say there's one thing, two things. There's probably 8 different things on a John Deere. Any garden tractor that won't let you get it started. So just adding my 2 cents to the lawnmower conundrum of getting it started. So it's fall here. I'm in Ontario. It's fall here. I should probably take that battery out and take it in for the winter. But it started with this thing. We've had this thing for, oh, I don't know, I'm gonna say 10 years now. It's still a good little tractor. The fuel's still clean in it, and it works good. And I got barn board back here too. If anybody wants to buy some barn board off me, I got a whole whack of it. It's not cheap. It's 150-year-old. It's a 150-year-old barn board off my great-grandfather's barn. I got it off the barn with the purpose of making something out of it, selling it, making something for my family to keep as an heirloom. The beams are still at the farm. I got to get them too, but I don't have the room here for them. The big 16-inch beams are still at the farm. I got to get them and cover them up for the winter. But anyways, that's my opinion for today. It's my first YouTube video. I don't know what I'm going to call myself, but we'll see. Stay tuned.